in fields like aerospace, naval maritime, where you have, very strict requirements, anytime you bring a change is difficult to implement because you have to go through that validation step.
Because of the lack of clearly defined requirements, use cases, and value adds, and again, they should be in a model-based paradigm themselves, we can't actually utilize these amazing technologies in an effective way where they were really aligned to. We sort of apply them like buzzwords, like I'm making digital twins, or I'm doing X, Y, or Z with this amazing technology.
I'm sure, Jay, in your past lives, you ran into a lot of these problems where folks sort of clung on to their old ways of doing things. It's different, it's scary, and that's why it's difficult to change.
So what happens is that people and companies invest time, and they invest time and effort in building that skill set. And if you ask them to switch suddenly to a new thing, there is going to be one resistance, of course, in learning and also inertia, right? Okay, I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, that's one thing.
Adopting model-based definition technologies typically means you have to, it's a software module, add-on, or a whole separate software that they have to adopt. It's upskilling the workforce. It's as soon as you adopt the new technologies, it has to be used efficiently so that you can realize the benefits from it.
A model-based enterprise change to an organization requires completely new technologies across the entire business, all the way from their business systems down to the shop floor. This is very costly, requires new technologies, requires new training for their personnel, as well as new personnel often to be able to manage the new technology systems.
What should be fully appreciated with these SMEs is the cost of these applications, is the cost of the training.
So it's okay if it was a $10,000 software that we could have indefinitely, but when it's $10,000 plus $2,000 every year and the upgrades, and it's constantly changing, it becomes burdensome, and you don't really know what is really going to be the best for your company.
When we have to go through a buyer, and all of our information that goes to a technical person becomes public knowledge for a fair bidding process, we're now at risk of exposing our technical know-how and giving that away to an unknown collection of competitors.
There's certain tools and certain things that are proprietary to us because of the R&D that we've actually put into being able to run faster. And so I don't think that it's fair nor appropriate to be sharing it to these primes that could take advantage of it.
How can we say yes, they're supporting the transition and the migration when one could argue that they're the reason that we're not moving it forward? So it would be nice they're putting additional requirements on us. So does that mean that they're supporting it by forcing it? So it's an ongoing challenge there.
Where model-based enterprise and this transformation is, it's going to take some time, money, and investment in order to make this realized.
There's a lack of communication between the OEMs and the SMEs, and both parties need to have face-to-face conversations about the solutions and the requirements and how they're going to be implemented. They need to sit down, maybe in a forum, maybe as a group, and explain exactly what they want to do with the data.
I don't think the OEMs are doing a great job in this because they're not thinking about what is the minimal amount of information that the SMEs actually have to give back to make their life easy. They're sort of asking for this monolithic block of too much data, and it's a burden.
If we can fix the communication issues, The technology will follow. The technology is already there. The standards are there. The models are there. We just need to do the implementation.